As we continue to delve into medically assisted dying.
You afraid to die?
Who isn't? Yeah,
Medically assisted dying, known as MAID. He lives in constant agony due to a back injury, but has started the process for end of life because his rooming house is up for sale. His doctor, who knows Farsood's real reason for MAID is his fear of being homeless, signed off on the application in August.
Colton Michaels Show.
Maid. When I say maid, okay, sounds like somebody. What comes to your mind? Oh, call the maid. Oh, for one, you can't afford it. Okay, you can't afford a fucking maid to come clean your house. Okay. What else? Cleanliness. A little hot little maid's outfit, maybe. You know, cleaning up everything. All right. Cleaning up people.
God damn, bro.
Okay, maid. M-A-I-D. Sounds like they were really in the think tank there. Think tank. Maid.
I know they really like to do the whole alliteration.
They love it. They love it. And it sounds so pretty and so liberal. We'll send the maid to your house. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
Medically assisted. Wait.
In death.
Oh, yeah.
Or in
medical
dying.
assistance in dying or in death.
Yeah.
Right? Medical assistance in dying. You know, back in the day, I remember back in the day, dude, people would just die.
Yeah.
They didn't have to fucking...
Well, and I remember in high school, assisted suicide was like a concept.
Yeah.
It was a conceptual thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it had been practiced in fucking
Yeah.
some dictatorship.
It definitely taught us about euthanasia.
Yeah.
Certainly.
But it wasn't like, oh, well, you know, something's wrong with you, you know, we'll kill you. And then, like, any time that I did hear about it in that context, it was like a super old person who was going to die of cancer in 2 months, and they just didn't want to live through the pain.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
you know, actually, now that we bring this up, I remember this is not the first time that this concept has been megaphoned across the Western civilization. Back in the day, and when I say that, I mean way, way back in the day.
Oh, no,
I can't even place the time actually. But you remember we actually I think you were around when I was researching about this. The where they were like straight up. I think they were using the electric chair, but they were like fucking. You'd walk down the street and there are posters up talking about, oh, we'll euthanize you, don't worry, we'll give you a good death.
Okay, yeah, no, there was
all
a
this and
guy that did like a speech about it or something that I watched, and it was like he was walking through an airport, and it was like in the and he was like, I think it was like in the 70s.
Yeah, and they made it sound like it was like, oh, you simply can't carry on anymore.
Yep.
Yada yada. And
Yeah,
it was
some
just anybody and
weird-
everybody.
Yeah, yeah, and then it was like a Swedish doctor or something who had he was like the first to, I can't remember, don't quote me on his nationality, but he was like Swedish or something, and then he like successfully euthanized like 4 people. Oh, what, it was like the something machine. Remember, it was like the fucking, like, are you tired of life? Are you exhausted?
Are you exhausted?
Yeah, exactly. And then it was like, then try the something machine.
Yeah, you
And
like
it was
go to
like,
a place so they'll straight fucking kill your ass.
kill your ass, dude.
Yeah, and,
strap you down and shoot you up with some shit.
Yeah, and surely, you know.
Okay, yeah, so that we had heard about. Yeah, there was like some weird doctor who did that shit.
But surely saner minds prevailed, and that was fucking done away with.
Yeah.
Because like people were just like walking in and be like, yeah, my lady left me, just fucking off me right now.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right then. You know,
you are exhausted.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Take a load off.
Fuck.
Okay. Yeah. So, and now here we are, regression. You know, we just keep. Time keeps on slipping.
Slipping.
And-
Did you want me to go with it?
Go with it.
Into the future.
Exactly. So slipping backwards, but into the future. You see, it's like a sliding scale. It's like
a circle.
Yeah, dude. It's like that shit.
It's like,
what do they call it? Fucking time lapse zero. Is that what they call that shit? Time. Anyway.
So.
What were we talking? Yeah. So these dudes, they're fucking just running around, just chopping people's heads off and shit, man. You know?
Well, what are you talking about?
No, they're not doing that. Here's what's going on. Where could we start this roll off? First of all, we've already talked about this in previous episodes.
Yeah. So I think that the best way to go about it would be these Canadian fucks.
These fucking Canadian fucks. Look at Trudeau.
Dude.
That little motherfucker. He just got owned by the motherfucking Zhejiang.
Zhejiang! The Zhejiang gang.
Zhejiang.
But yeah, so like, you know, for instance, I think this is a good place. We talked about there was the gentleman in Canada.
Yeah. Hold on, we'll tell this first story first. Okay, so first of all, they approved medically assisted death. Okay?
Yes.
Then they approved medically assisted death for mental issues, right? Then we get the report of the dude who they basically told him he could kill himself. He was a veteran. He goes to the VA, and they say, "Oh, great way to get rid of your PTSD is kill yourself," right? We got that report. Then we get this, right? That's all caught up, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Then we're here, okay? So you want to talk about the dude who broke his back? Is that what it was? Did he break his back, or did he?
He was something fuck with his back. Yeah. He's in constant pain. He's on medications out the wazoo.
Yeah, had serious surgery.
Yeah, he's had tons of surgeries, and in essence, his house he can't pay for it anymore. Like
because he was like
short.
long up in the hospital for like so long, couldn't go to work, couldn't pay his bills, and he's renting a room, right? And so he's getting.
No, he has a whole apartment.
Oh, he has a whole apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, so he and I'm sure he's been there for a long time, so the rent hasn't been raised on him. You know, he's in a unique position where he can, you know, many of us in this area are in that same kind of boat where we're in a unique position where we've been paying cheap rent for a really long time, but as soon as we leave, that rent gets raised up by a good fucking 40%. So that's probably the situation that this guy is in right now, right? He leaves, he's in surgery, he's doing all this shit, medically serious, debilitating issues, right? Finally gets better, and he's saying, okay, well, basically I have nothing to go home to. I'm getting evicted, I'm looking at homelessness, debilitating pain, all this stuff, okay? And even with all of the social safety nets
that Canada has, universal health care.
I mean, they just love to brag about it.
They love to.
You know, their life must be so fucking good. They go outside, they wake up, they tap into the fucking maple tree. They're just drinking syrup like coffee, dude, first thing in the morning, you know. Everything's so great for them. They walk down the sidewalk. People are handing them birth control, throwing it out of the fucking Oscar Mayer Wiener van kind of shit, you know. Okay, so, everything's so great. They love to brag about it. Now, what the fuck? He just said...
Dude, that is the saddest thing you will ever see in your life.
I mean,
I like to throw around the word, and a lot of people do, dystopia.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
That is the most dystopian thing you will fucking see in modern day.
It's an Orwellian mindfuck dystopia, dude. It's really like gotten into the worms of like science fiction, science nonfiction, sci-non-fi, right? What the fuck?
Yeah, and then...
That you would say that. That you would even say that. I mean, it almost seems like he's just playing along, like, please somebody fucking just, like, give me a handout or something. It's almost like he's saying that just to be like...
Someone will house me.
Yeah, some millionaire will come out and fucking help me, or somebody will start me a GoFundMe or some shit. If I say this, like, I'm gonna just kill myself. You know, maybe it's one of those moves, like, oh, if you break up with me, I'm gonna kill myself. Or if you don't give me a free house, I'll kill myself.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, whoa, dude, like, I don't want that, but like, hey, homie.
And he's like, I don't want to die, but, you know, I don't know what to do.
I want to be homeless.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, dude.
What the fuck, yo?
I mean, what do you even say about that? What do you even say about a dude like that? I don't even have a fucking opinion on this other than, like, homie.
And then you think, you know, you're like, all right, that's got to be the most dystopian thing we could hear today.
Yeah.
Then
to break a man to that point.
Canadian parents have asked for medically assisted death for babies.
Yeah.
Doctors say explicit requests for MAID have come from parents involving their very young children, should it ever be granted.
For what? What is their problem? What do they have a problem with? Are they
Okay,
brain
yeah,
dead?
I think it's like, basically their kids are having, they're terminally ill.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents are basically like, no, I just want to kill him.
See, that's...
Like, that
that's just
bro,
fucked
that
up.
is like... Bro, I actually have goosebumps right now. That shit is sick in the head.
No, it really is, because although you may be thinking like, oh, well, they've got problems, they're going to die. It's like, look, this is a slippery slope, okay? But once again, just like the word dystopia, often is slippery slope thrown around like a little hot potato or something.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a fucking, what we talk about, a slippery slope, because this is when we get into the death panel.
Yeah.
This is when we get into eugenics.
Yeah.
This is when we get into social credit score. You can't have babies. You can't live anymore.
Yeah.
You can't live, which is an old school methodology that a lot of pagans would use, right? You can't live past like 73, let's say, okay? You work until you're fucking 65, you get so many years to enjoy your fucking life, and then we kill you, and you suicide yourself, right? For the greater good, right? Okay? These are all great ideas, okay? So, once again, oh yeah, it seems harmless at first, but on paper, then what does it become? It becomes a bunch of doctors being taught that we in Canada we offer medically assisted death from ages what to what. Yo, look at how they've been putting the statistics.
Well, they're arguing now for 14 to 17-year-olds. This is what I'm reading, and listen to this,
14
dude.
to 17. Why is this even,
So Dr. Elaine Nod, I think is how it's pronounced, a family physician and clinical professor at Laval University, who is one of the most vocal advocates of assisted dying in Quebec. We are really talking about situations which at birth are incompatible with life in the short term in a matter of days, weeks, or months. And this is, okay, it's talking about one gentleman made an infanticide claim, and then they're talking about 14 to 17-year-olds, and then she followed it up with that. So it's like she's kind of harking back to the baby thing, I think. Not so much the teenagers, which is what I thought it was about originally, but either way, I mean, we're not, listen to the wording here. We are talking about situations which, at birth, are incompatible with life in the short term, in a matter of days, weeks, or months. What does that even mean?
It means that they're going to die.
Like Down syndrome.
It means they're going to die in a couple months anyway.
No, I feel it, but like you could argue
right,
Down
you could
syndrome.
split.
It's incompatible. It's
you're
incompatible.
Right. You're right. Oh, she's trans. She's trans.
I believe it was Switzerland.
Yeah.
They eradicated Down syndrome. You know what that means? They tested everybody. Oh, your kid's gonna have Down syndrome. Aborted, and then they aborted every Down syndrome child.
Right.
That's what that means.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's also the thing, is this is also the point of fucking Canada's shit, is we have the technology to test for most of these debilitating issues that would cause, like, life-threatening issues that would cause you to make these decisions, right?
Yeah.
And they also have access to abortion. So what's the deal here? Look, I mean, you're just creating shit. Sometimes I feel like this shit is purposeful, right? To then, once again, get us set on that slippery slope. To just, kids with fucking brown eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no, dude. Oh, we'll just abort them, right? Like Switzerland is, I mean, we grew up with quite a good handful of Down syndrome kids in our school, and like I would catch a laugh with them.
Yeah.
Quite often.
They're fucking people.
They're fucking people, dude.
You're like, dude, what the fuck, bro?
I mean, once again, I don't understand raising a kid like that.
Yeah.
But like, dude, how heartless can you fucking be? Would you say that in fucking public straight to someone? See, you got
Would you
all
say
these...
that to a 15-year-old Down syndrome kid? Yeah, I think you should have been aborted.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is they use all these like big words and so, we're so morally superior because we're using these...
Because it's incompatible.
It's incompatible with life, if you understand my life, your life, the life of the real people, right? It's so incompatible, you're such a fucking worthless eater, right? Would you break it all down and tell me, well, yeah, dude, I mean, like, think about it. we should just kill the Down syndrome people. You would never fucking say that. Because that is like the epitome of being morally bankrupt.
Yeah.
Because of what? Because you think that the world, overpopulation, we're saving the world by killing, oh my God, man. Like, I mean, it's textbooks eugenics, man.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking, okay.
No, it's dark, man. And then it's like, these fucking, and it's what's, I've heard a lot, how the, I've heard a lot how Canada, America's top hat tends to kind of show, God damn it, it tends to show what we're going to do in the future.
Right.
They tend to
pave the way for Western
yeah,
civilization.
exactly. And so it's like, if this is where we're fucking headed, dude.
Well, that's the thing is we were blazing the trail a long time as far as human rights, and they have just been chopping back on them this whole time, and so I will say that we do have a unique situation here in the States, and there are certain safeguards that they're going to fall into the pit way faster than we will, right? This social credit score thing, this whole, like, fucking vax passport, all of this stuff can be very easily implemented out there,